Hello, this is Mario Cardona. I'm doing a deck profile for Majin Budi's channel. There's a guy named Axel Zero Chronicles. He asked for the ultimate style deck profile. So this is the leader that I was using. Pretty old school, but I do believe he's very relevant given what you want to build around him. So I'll go through the contents of the deck starting from energy level 1 and so forth. Those aren't part of it. Alright, so my 1-drops are Dr. Jiro, Evil Inventor, of course, Card Searcher, Deck Thinning, Deck Winning. Then I have Newfound Power Gohan. He's fairly obvious. 1-drop, take a life, and of course, critical is always good. Anytime you can take away advantage from your opponent, that's always good. Next 1-drop is Cell's Birth. Cell Leader is the only leader that can play Cell's Birth, and this is actually very good because green is very mana hungry, and since he reduces the cost of any cell by 2, it comes in very clutch. I'll explain my thought process later. My negate, Shocking Death Ball at 4. Self-explanatory, if I have 5 or more, I can take a life, play it for free, or just kill 2 or less. Knife effect, which is always awesome. And my last 1-drop is a random card, Raffles Charge. I personally love it because of the artwork and it's shiny, but it does come in very clutch when you need it. And it does -1 if you choose to use the effect. Alright. My 2-drop cards. At the moment, I only own 1 Preemptive Strike. This is a deck in progress right now. So I probably want 2 more or at least 1 more. But this card is very good. Counter play. It kills anything 4 or less before it's even played, so they don't get their on play effect. So that's really good. Super combo of choice is Stout-Hearted Android 16. So most super combos plus you a card or just replace itself. This one when you're 4 or less, and specifically if your leader the green android, which Cell is, it forces your opponent to neg a card, and depending how you play it, it's very good. Preferably, I like to play this on defense when I'm being attacked, just because it makes your opponent really have to rethink their move, or it actually forces them to stop their turn versus playing it on attack. But again, different situations. But again, my preferred is playing it as a defense. Alright, my last 2-drop is Android 20 Vial Creator. When you combo with this card, you can combo with it for 1 energy, and if it's a green android, it gains so naturally it gains 5k, but if it's a green android, it gains an additional 5k and double strike for the turn. So again, it's like your Champa, but another neat thing about this is that, let's say if I choose to use this as defense, basically you gain 5k for the duration of the turn. So if, let's say I have the energy to spare and just use it, my leader can be a 20k for their duration of their turn. So depending on how you want to use it, I run it at 2, but that's really up to you. So it's really good ender card, and it can be used defensively, which I think has a bigger advantage more than Champa, in my opinion. Now for my last 2 drops, I play Chile the Beautiful at 4. When she's on the field once per turn, when something's KO'd on their field, they have to neg a card, and front side and back side of the Cell leader snipes a card. So you're always, if you want, you're always gonna get away with popping or negging a card, which is fun, especially if you have 2 cards, dropping 1 card from your hand or whatever. You're popping 2, 3, so forth. Mostly the deck is gonna synergize around these girls right here, but there's other plays later, so just remember them. Okay, 3 drops. I just want to be unique. You never know if people still draw 2 cards nowadays. he's just a fun callback, which is why I brought them and him. They're just used for absorption or union absorption or energy, but if need be, he's actually a good card to play out just to attack and restand, and of course he's a blocker. Okay, my next 3 drops are 4 Android 18s, 3 of her. I only own 1 of her, so I put her at 1. If not, I'd probably put her at 4 just because she's a bit more useful. I use them as energy or absorption, but you want to keep the 18s more than you do the 17. So the final 3 drop is drawing Evil Lifeform Cell, which you can only play at 1. And quite frankly, thank God. Nowadays, how Union Absorb is going, it requires energy, and to be honest, this was very early on in the game, and this guy is just way too powerful. So I'll talk more about him later, but these are my 3 drops. My 4 drops are Infernal Villainly Cell. You can either play them out for 2 with the Cell's Birth, or I'll talk about that more later, but usually Defense Water, draw a card, and he's an android, so he's a target for Evil's inventor, Dr. Gero. And then I have to save a Hopeful Future. Because I don't overwhelm, I have a lot of targets to hit with this. So I can play a 5 drop for energy. So it really comes in. So here are my 5 drops. So I actually have quite a bit of targets. So I only own 3, so I play this at 3. The Evolving Lifeform, 2 Forceful Strikes, 2 Power Stoning Cell, and 3 Vile Replications. So remember, I could play any of these for 4 from my drop area. So I really don't mind if they die or get discarded, because quite frankly, they're a lot more valuable that way. So of course him, if you want to go into the 317 and to him pop a card, draw a card, or another nifty thing that you could do is if you just hard cast them, you could throw a 18 out because it lets you grab any cell, and if you happen to have another 18, you can go to the 7 if you want to get the draw pop effect, but that's up to you guys. But there's a lot of variety you can do. So just so you know, this guy, if need be, he can evolve into any, not evolve, Union Absorb into any of these cells on play. Even this guy if you wanted to. It is critical, and you draw on summon. But he can literally fetch you any of these guys, but more than likely they're gonna fetch your 7 drop. Again, this is a deck in progress. I only own 2, or else I probably put at least 1 more. And somehow every time I play it, this guy's always in deck, so I'm just very lucky. So yeah, that's the contents of my deck, but I'm gonna go over the strategy. Of course, turn 1, you either want to play these, or depending on what you play against, you might want to keep the energy open, whatnot, whatever you have in your hand. Remember, as much as this is a skills-based game, this is also a game of statistics and probability. So what are the chances that you're gonna have these? I'm not sure, but yeah. So these are your 1 drops. Okay, so these are your 1 drops. So usually, if they're not attacking you, if there's one of those leaders that just play solitaire, these are necessary to self-awaken. And of course, to snipe your thing. Sorry about that. There's a big discussion going on. Sorry if I'm fumbling over my words. But let's go to the nitty-gritty of the deck. The nitty gritty is I literally base my deck around these four, and I just want to play it, snipe a card, either with my leader, and just kill something. That's it. Make them drop a card and play two. Not just that, but with this in hand, on their turn, if they're still alive, if they're still alive on their turn, if they attack, play something, kill it, it forces them to neg a card. Now, if you happen to have this guy right here, I would never play him on turn 3 unless I have Cell's Birth, or I'm very confident that I'm gonna get rid of anything. Like Super Shenron this thing, and it has, and some decks have amazing hand recovery, so you always want to have an open energy, especially with how the meta is right now, how fast it is. So it's like the deck, I really want to force them to play at my pace, and to be honest, if you have him, great, he's only one of them. But if he happens not to be in your deck, you still have the options of these people. So basically, you take a life, force them to discard. He's a double strike. This guy, even though I didn't get to use him much, I really love him because when you attack with him, basically your opponent has to overcommit, because any one combo piece they put, I can just remove it from their combo and they still have to get over them. So this guy can be very annoying, especially as a game ender. He just snipes a combo piece, especially if you bump him up. Now, the good thing about Sal is that he himself also has amazing recovery. You know what the leader does: put something under, draw 2 cards. So basically, oh yeah, sorry, you can also go into him. But anyways, we don't really rely on him or the cell chain. The main thing is we're forcing people to play at our place. So, snipe whatever, especially against vanilla Ku. They're gonna be annoyed because their 1-drop Goku's never alive, because they'll be killing it every turn. And if you can kill the hand, great. So this is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And here's another thing: if I don't have to use his effect, if I could kill something by attacking, I'd rather do that than having to pitch a card, at least on the unawakened side. What this does is, if they happen to forget his effect, people tend to commit and try to out combo you. I like to do that. I like to attack multiple times until it's dead. But if they exhaust all my battle cards, I'll just kill it with the effect. But what you're trying to do is you're just trying to make them overcommit. If they're smart enough not to, great, you save the effect, you save the card, and then of course on this side you're always gonna pitch a card or draw 2. So if they're smart enough not to force you to not to commit, that's great. You're still winning because you're still negging. So honestly, this is a thought process behind my deck. I might play it tonight just to familiarize myself. I might take it to a big event, and we'll see how it does. So simple strategy: you're just chipping away at the hand, chipping away at their life, and you're forcing them to play slow, because with Sell Out, people don't put out their strong threats out early unless there's a new BR Brawly because they want it to die. But it makes people think twice what they put out, because it's just gonna auto die unless it has barrier. So yeah, in my opinion, he slows down a lot of the meta out there. So it's funny to see that how Cell Chain fell out of meta, but to me, with the Cell leader, it's actually anti-meta at the moment if played right. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks. Subscribe to Majin Bougie, like, share, tell your friends, family, all that. Peace.